Thank you for joining me for Using Learning Practices to Create Change. My name is Kathy Porter, and as a senior trainer, I've worked in organizations ranging from 25 to over 10,000 employees in many different types of industries over the past 30 years. I have seen how training and development benefits organizations, but wanted to look at the types of benefits employees can. With changes in the types of learning available, budgeting limitations for additional training staff, and the great number of resources available to staff currently, this is a prime time for employees to learn how they can leverage their learning for their own growth. The purpose of this action research study is to satisfy the requirements for the INTE 6720 class, but also to demonstrate that when we take more responsibility for our own learning, we create a dynamic that allows us to grow our personal and our professional lives. As I am completing this study, I am sharing this information with organizations on how we as employees of our companies can continue our attitude of learning into the future. My research questions for this study looked at several different topics, including what does an attitude of learning look like, and to what extent does an organization value learning? How can an organization create an environment that encourages staff to have a desire to learn in different modalities, such as mobile learning or e-learning? And what are the opportunities for learning that are currently available in an organization? In order to get a broad base of people to look at these questions, I put together a pool of people from various industries, different types of positions that they hold, what level they are in their career, what their gender, and what their age are. This allowed me to have a broad base of people to look to. I used two different methods to collect my data. The first was an online survey developed through SurveyMonkey. Through this, I used a series of question banks that are created and certified by survey methodologists to minimize bias in designing your questions. I also used the analysis tools to examine and categorize my data. I distributed this survey to over 100 different people, and I received 40 responses. My second method of data collection involved the study of various industry articles, not research-oriented, but they still gave a broad overview of best practices by organizations regarding learning and development. Three themes emerged in my findings. The first one was that participants enjoy learning and challenge in their work. As people move through their lives, some are content to stay with what they know. The people who are willing to try new things and learn new things help them to grow as a person. When this same type of willingness is demonstrated in the workplace, the opportunities for professional growth multiply as well. The second theme that came out was that companies do provide some support for learning and challenge to work. Many organizations have re-examined the value of offering their employees opportunities to improve their job knowledge and are working to see how this increased knowledge affects the company bottom line. The costs of recruiting, hiring, and training new staff to replace an employee who leaves the organization can be more than $10,000. For this reason, the number of companies focusing on career development, additional training, and preparing people to move up within an organization have increased dramatically over the past 10 years. The third theme that emerged was that respondents created their own opportunities for learning and challenge in their work. With the many changes in how and what people learn today, more companies are interested in finding the right mix of technology and interaction to help make the learning stick. People are looking to the internet, social networking, massive open online courses, and people they know to expand their knowledge base today. As the employment world continues to change, employees and employers will need to move with these changes. According to Judy Hand from Direct Apply Alliance, my job as president and general manager is to make my staff employable, not just employees. My goal is to develop in my employees the skills, resources, and experience they need to be confident, to feel employable. Because if you're employable, you're not going to be busy keeping your job, you're going to be busy doing your job. Thank you for taking the time to work with this presentation. I've included my contact information, and I am available to answer any questions you might have regarding this research project. You are also welcome to visit my online portfolio to see the research project and all the findings in more detail. Thank you.